Hey, what's up folks? Mike Locke here with ML Web Consulting. Thanks for checking out this video. So I have a question for you. Does your website give off the impression that no one's home? You know what I mean? Like if you don't know what I mean, if you ever gone to a website, you found the site through a Google search, and when you got there, your subconscious quickly tells you, like within a matter of a blink of an eye, you don't get a feeling that no one's really running the website. So what happens is, instantly you're not engaged with the website. You might read the post or you might bounce out. And if you do read the blog post, it could be current, it could be up to date, it could be really good content. But what happens is, a lot of times is when you're subconscious and you're not engaged and your subconscious tells you there's really no one home running the website, you end up not leaving a comment because it's not worth your time because no one's going to read it anyway, and you end up leaving the website. And you're not engaged, so you won't really continue down the path of, say, checking out other pages on that website because no one's home anyway, so why even bother? There may be good stuff on the other side, but you're not engaged, so you leave. Now, this is what I call looking, I call it the look as if no one's home. I see this a lot. I go to a website and it doesn't look like anyone's home. So it could be a nice looking template site, but still, your subconscious tells you there's really no one here because maybe I don't see any pictures of anyone or I don't see anything going on, so I end up being disengaged and then I leave. And this happens to a lot of us. Anyone who's a small business owner, anyone who's just now starting a website, just now trying to build their following, and start to build content on your website and get people to visit your site and be engaged with your content. Doesn't matter what industry you're in. You can have a blog. You can be a restaurant owner. You can sell products. It's different. It's a little different with e-commerce websites. E-commerce websites are a little easier to be engaged with users. But I'm just talking about simple websites and that have simple blogs and simple blog posts and things like that. Now, here's one of the things you can do. And specifically, maybe, let me just clear it up. I am speaking about blogs in general. And one of the things you can do to, I guess, try to fix this issue, or some techniques you can do to not make your site appear that no one's home, what you can do is add a Twitter widget to the left side or right side of your blog. And what happens is, even though you're not updating your site right away, or let's say every day, and you might be active on Twitter or Facebook, you can add your Twitter widget to the site. So what happens is, when someone comes in and it looks like, hey, your post has been, you posted this blog post 2 weeks ago or a week ago, and I look to the side and I see your Twitter update, your Twitter widget being updated like within the last 15 seconds or 15 minutes, I'm thinking, okay, the person's here. The person who runs the website is alive and well, and I might then be inclined to connect with you if your blog post is engaging and the content's good enough. And I might be willing to look further through your website, or maybe leave a blog post or a comment. Now, you can also do the same thing with Facebook. I believe Facebook has a Facebook badge. You can do that. The other thing you can do is add Flickr photos. Flickr also have a widget where you can add Flickr photos to your site. Now, all these little things, what they do is they get people sort of engaged just a little bit, and it lets someone know that, hey, you know what, the person who runs the website is alive and well, and there's actually this live person behind it, and it gets me a little bit more engaged and a little bit more willing to interact with your site. Maybe leave a blog post, connect with you, ask you a question, whatever, right? The other thing you can do, I talk about this a lot, is add a photo of yourself, and that also gives it a little transparency into who's running the site. So those few things you can do will always add value to the fact that it gives the impression that there's someone home, on your site. The other thing, the last part is, and I don't really recommend it, but you can, it's probably a good idea, add affiliate links to your site. Like maybe just add a couple. Don't clutter it up too much. You don't want to look like a NASCAR site because it ruins your brand. Now, just add a couple of links, maybe to a couple of partners that you're products that you use, and just add a couple of small little 25 by 25 pixel banners on your site. And this also gives it a quick impression that maybe your site's generating traffic and that you have advertising on your site. So it's a little trick that you can do there. So those few tips, and hopefully this would lower your bounce rate, and you will get people more engaged with your website and with your work. All right, try those tips. Hopefully this helps, and look out for more videos. Subscribe to my blog, and we'll be talking soon. All right.